All right, everyone, welcome back to Eagle Talk. I'm Brady Cook here with
Aiden Lewandowski.
Austin Chapel.
And today we're talking about the NBA. And so we're about 1/5 or 1/6 away done with the season. And what team do you guys like so far?
Pistons.
To win?
Yeah.
At all? I mean, yeah, Detroit looks good. I still think they're too young though.
Too young. I mean, this one, they have some playoff experience now, and
I'll go with OKC.
Yeah, I think that's the safe pick.
I'm going Pistons.
14-1. They have the highest point differential. I think it's 15 right now. Their average point differential, which would set a record that they set last year. And their best player is averaging 32 on efficient splits, while he hasn't played in, I believe, 7 fourth quarters. So, I mean, they just look. I don't think anybody can beat them. They beat almost every team by 15, 20 points on any given night. And they also haven't had their second best player in Jalen Williams the entire season. So being 14-1 in that loaded Western Conference without your second best player and your best player getting a lot of rest before the playoffs, it's a good recipe for a championship.
I like the Pistons. I think it's crazy that they've still been able to keep a winning streak without, I think, 7 of their rotational players.
Yeah, they've played well. They played well against some bad teams, though. They played Indiana last night.
But that was a handle when they haven't had Cade.
They should still. I think they should still beat
Indiana. They beat the Sixers without Cade or Duran or Tobias
the
Harris
Sixers
or
win.
Ivy
Or Asar.
or Asar.
But who else did they play?
The Wizards game, Cade shot the most inefficient game ever.
But
they keep finding ways to win. But again, you look at that.
Good teams
you look at that Eastern Conference. I still believe the Eastern Conference is much weaker than the West.
All right, so back to where we were. So I will give credit to one person in specific, and that's Dennis Jenkins. He's definitely my pick for most improved player of the year. I honestly didn't even know this guy before this year. And without Cade, he's putting up like 20 points a game, it feels like. He's putting up good numbers. The game winning, he was the clutchest player against the Wizards. And he just looks like a real rotational player for the Pistons.
I think another most improved on that same team is Jalen Duran. He took a big step, and I think he's an all-star going forward.
I can agree with that totally. What I am scared of is like what Lou said. The Thunder definitely look ridiculously good. Shea, everyone knows my opinion on Shea. I don't like him, but he's still putting up good numbers.
He's a baller, man.
He is a baller. I don't like him, but he's putting up great numbers, and really can't argue it. And then doing it without Jalen Williams, and then having him back eventually will be even scarier team. I do think there's a couple teams that have a chance to beat him in the playoff series, but it's gonna be hard. There is one thing I want to bring up here, though. What happened to the Pacers, man? I understand you don't have Tyrese Halliburton, but to have him gone,
that's his gravity, man. He's
gravity a skill.
I think it is. I think it shows right there. He really ran that entire offense, and they lost Miles Turner. You can't forget that they lost Miles Turner in the offseason. So, listen, Indiana. This is the main problem with the NBA is we're 14 games in and they're already tanking because they literally have they now have, I don't think, a single chance to even.
They do.
Technically, mathematically, it's possible, but I don't think it'll ever happen. They're 1-14 to start the season.
Is Hallie completely out?
Yeah, he's out for the whole year. They already announced that he's shut down for the entire year. I don't think a team centered around Pascal Siakam, Aaron Nesmith, and Andrew Nemhard can make a contention.
Don't forget Obi Toppin.
Can make contention in the Eastern Conference. I think they honestly just need to shut it down and just try to win the lottery. They can win. They've only won one game, but they have a chance to win the lottery this year. So,
win the lottery this year is like winning $1 million. You have the strongest draft class. No matter what, if you end up in that top 3, you're getting a stud. You're getting Darren Peterson, AJ DeBanza.
Cameron
Boozer. Cole Pete looked amazing. Caleb Wilson's looked amazing. There's a lot of names you could throw in there. And so just being a team, like as a Pistons fan, the 1 year that we are succeeding is a good draft class, which kind of sucks. But I'm gonna say is if you have a bad team this year, and you end up with a top 5 pick, you have a very good chance of getting a next superstar, next all-star. And even if we want to talk about college hoops, like there's been a lot of true freshmen just balling out.
Who looks like it's going to be, like, what does the lottery look like right now?
Detroit, Brooklyn, New
Detroit.
Orleans. Or it's not Detroit. Sorry, you said Detroit.
Indiana?
Indiana, Brooklyn.
Wizards.
You know who's, I think right now would be in the lottery would be Oklahoma City. They have technically 2 top 10 picks. They could have a top 3 pick. And
Who pick do they have?
I think they have New Orleans' pick. And if I know they have the Clippers pick from that Paul George trade. So if the Clippers are 4-10 or 4-9 right now. So if LA keeps losing, they fall into that lottery, then OKC owns that pick. So they'd be getting they're probably going to win a championship this year. They won a championship last year. They are on pace for the greatest record of all time. And they could potentially be getting a top 10 player from one of the top draft classes in recent years. So, I mean, you can. I don't think like Sam Presti is literally a genius. Their GM. He's made all the right moves. The Shea trade has turned out to be one of the best trades, considering where Paul George is and what happened with him in LA. And then they got all these picks, and they just keep loading up picks. And they have more picks next year, too. So this is going to go on for a long time. I don't see Oklahoma City losing anytime soon.
Paul George isn't even playing.
Yeah, and
He played last night.
Did he?
Paul George is old.
He played last night. He had 9 points on 2 of 9
He's
shooting.
in Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey looks nice, bro.
He does.
He's
It's-
great.
39 last night.
What's Embiid been doing?
He's been hurt.
Kind of. I mean, he's low managing. He hasn't been like significantly hurt, but when Wemby got hurt, and that was expected. You're
Eventually.
a player at that height.
With that little bone
It's the only scary part about Wemby is players that are over 7 foot historically have not had long careers, and his potential, and this is a calf strain, so it's nothing like major, but it's something that could linger and derail San Antonio's young season so far.
I have another topic I want to talk about. I've seen a couple of videos on TikTok talking about this. What more do you think Nikola Jokic has to do to be a top 5 player? And if you really look at the stats, he's put his stats compared to his efficiency has been ridiculous. And the effort that he does it at, it looks like he's not trying.
He has 2 rings?
He has
Who
one
would you
ring,
put
but-
him? Who would you put him over in? All
What's
right,
your-
I'll just go with like 10 players, and I want to know if you put him over him yet.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna assume that you're not gonna put him over MJ, LeBron, or Kareem yet.
Nope.
Magic,
Nope.
Curry,
Nope.
um,
Curry's only
Larry
won one
Bird.
MVP, right?
he's got 2.
2?
Larry Bird,
No.
Shaq,
No.
Tim Duncan,
Nope.
Hakeem.
Not yet.
Nope. I don't think Jokic is there.
I'd put him over Hakeem.
Really?
It's close. Yeah.
I have
Really?
Hakeem in my top.
He's got 2
He's-
championships, 2
I have
MVPs,
Hakeem at like 10 to 12.
a
area.
couple depoys. I'd probably put I don't know if he's top 5 is crazy.
I think
I said,
Jokic-
what more do he have to do to be top 5?
he's
Just
got to do a lot
off
more.
the top of my head, I would place Jokic.
I'd
around,
say-
15-ish, 20-ish.
If Jokic gets one more MVP and one more ring, you're looking at a
It's a lot to ask
Maybe
for.
top 10, but top 5 is
He's
still.
not. That's not a lot to ask for. He could definitely win an MVP.
An MVP and a championship is a lot to ask for.
That is a
A
lot,
championship's a lot.
especially
MVP for him
especially
is-
with Denver is playing with Oklahoma City now. So.
With the league right now, MVP is all over the place.
Yeah, he hasn't even been in the ladder yet, the MVP ladder that they've been
It's
releasing,
crazy.
which is,
Isn't
I
he
mean,
averaging like a 34
he's averaging 34, but again, he
triple-double?
hasn't played a lot of games this year.
Who hasn't?
Luka, he's missed 3 or 4 at least. And Denver's I still think Denver's in a better spot than LA, the winning wise, which unfortunately does factor into MVP voting. So
Shea.
Shea.
MVP is, I think Shea's to lose.
yeah, he's
As of
still.
right now, but we have a lot of season left.
I'd still rank Shea above Jokic MVP wise right now. I think he winning without your second, but I still think winning without Jalen Williams is the most impressive thing that any team has done so far.
I don't.
Really? Who do you think, Detroit?
I think Detroit is definitely more impressive. They're
Winning without, I think,
5
all
starters.
five
Who have they?
starters.
Who have they played when they didn't play those starters?
That's true.
The 76ers.
They
They
did
played
beat the
Philly?
Sixers.
Yeah.
Okay, did
That's
Embiid play that?
No, but
Did Maxey play that
Yeah.
night?
He did.
He did?
and Edgecombe.
Okay. Did Jeremy McCain play that night?
He did
I don't know,
not.
but Jeremy McCain
I don't
also
know.
got sent to the G League, didn't he?
Yeah, he's hurt. So
He's been struggling.
Load
this year.
management.
But without all 5 starters, is ridiculous. I mean, that just shows Pistons have been deep. And if you want to talk about that, a championship isn't one off 2 players. And the Thunder have a great team outside of Jay Williams.
oh, for sure.
Shea, let alone, should win you some games.
No, OKC's
And then Chet,
okay.
Isaiah
OKC is
Hartenstein.
the opposite of 2 players.
Exactly.
Their entire team is better than everybody.
Exactly. So just
Their
missing one
15th
player.
man is better than everybody. Everybody's 15th man. I mean, they literally have the deepest team in the league, and it's not even close. I mean, that guy AJ Mitchell, who was a rookie, and he's putting up almost double digits a game. I mean, like that's legit. They will put guys off their bench, and they will come in and produce.
Exactly. So you're just kind of proving my point here. I just feel like with Jalen Williams being out, it's still impressive, but it's not as impressive as you think because their team is just so deep and they have so many people that can come in and play that role. So you want to talk about impressive? I'd definitely say the Pistons. They probably had the most impressive season so far.
No,
Well, not most impressive
14-1?
season,
no,
but they've had some impressive wins.
yeah. So is every team though.
Only team I can see that has more.
thought-
You can't deny that the Thunder are the
Absolutely,
best looking
they're
team.
absolutely
of
the best
course,
team. in
of
the
course,
league.
best
So they've
looking
had the
team.
most impressive season so far.
Yeah.
the best looking team, but no, with all 5 starters being out and you're still winning games, I don't care how
What about
good the team is.
okay? But have you seen OKC's point differential? Like they're not just beating teams.
They're blowing teams out by
They are.
15.
They are. Yeah, exactly. They're setting a record for how they're beating teams, and they did that last year too.
How many points per game did Dennis Jenkins average last year?
Dennis Jenkins. Okay, one player. How many points did AJ Mitchell average last year?
He was a rookie. He's a rookie this year.
No, he's not. He's second year.
Dennis Jenkins, was he even on the roster?
Exactly.
No. Okay,
He's gonna
well,
be in
so you actually do believe that Detroit has had a more impressive season and has been better this season than OKC?
I did not say better.
Okay, more impressive though.
I don't know. That one's hard. It's hard to debate just because the Spurs wins have been better, but the Pistons doing without all 5 starters is also impressive.
I think the
So they're
Thunder.
impressive in different ways.
The Thunder had crazy high expectations and they've exceeded. It's the most impressive. It's not even close.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone have any final remarks?
No.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Eagle Talk, and hope you come back again.